And the LA Times concludes it could make the housing crisis worse. So vote no on anti-housing Prop 33.
Will Rollins, Gavin Newsom. See any difference? He supports higher taxes. Rollins, that is. Will Rollins would raise taxes on families. Newsom, Will Rollins. There's no difference. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
KTLA 5 is your local election headquarters. Join us for live coverage of the 2024 election. Tuesday on KTLA 5, LA's very own.
Now at 11 is the day before Election Day, and both presidential campaigns remain in full swing with last-minute pitches to any undecided voters. We're live.
And early voting already underway here in California. We'll have everything you need to know if you haven't cast your vote.
And strong wind gusts have been ripping across the region. How long the windy weather will last? Casey Montoya has the answer to that. She's here with your 5 Live forecast.
Yeah, we're going to be dealing with some of those strong Santa Anas a couple more days this week, but sunshine today for everyone. Details on your work week forecast straight ahead.
Good morning and welcome to the KTLA 5 Morning News at 11 a.m. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. It's the day before Election Day, and both camps are making final pushes in key battleground states.
Vice President Kamala Harris is focusing solely on Pennsylvania, while former President Donald Trump is holding events in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. We have live team coverage with details on early voting and the latest polls, starting with Lauren Lister. She's live in our newsroom with more on the presidential race. Lauren?
Lou and Glenn, here we go. It is the final day of campaigning in the presidential race before Election Day. Already in this country, more than 78 million Americans have cast their ballots in early voting. That's almost half the total number of people who voted in the 2020 election. A lot to get to this morning. We begin with the Republican nominee, Donald Trump, as we have already seen him today on the campaign trail in North Carolina, sounding confident about the race there.
But it's ours to lose. Does that make sense to you? It's ours to lose. If we get everybody out and vote, there's not a thing they can do.
Former President Trump beginning with a rally in Raleigh, or urging people to cast ballots there, railing against his opponent from the podium on the topic of immigration. This is one of 4 rallies in 3 battleground states he has on tap today, including 2 stops in Pennsylvania and ending tonight in Michigan. Trump did make some news this morning, announcing he would call the president of Mexico on day 1 if elected with this ultimatum.
If they don't stop this onslaught of criminals and drugs coming into our country, I'm going to immediately impose a 25% tariff on everything they send in to the United States of America.
The Democratic nominee seen there, Vice President Kamala Harris, today getting out of her vehicle, giving a thumbs up when she was asked how she's feeling, saying good as she boarded Air Force Two. She is spending all day in Pennsylvania, a swing state with 19 electoral votes, the largest electoral prize of any battleground state. She's set to visit working class areas and end with a late night rally in Philadelphia with stars including Lady Gaga and Oprah Winfrey. Last night in Michigan, Harris not mentioning her opponent by name, but still laying out what she framed as a contrast.
And we have an opportunity in this election to finally turn the page on a decade of politics driven by fear and division. We are done with that, and we are exhausted with it.
The latest national polling shows Harris and Trump neck and neck. The New York Times says polls show one of the closest presidential elections in the history of American politics, with neither candidate nationwide or across key battleground states leading by more than a single percentage point. One state poll that is getting a lot of attention coming from Iowa over the weekend, showing Kamala Harris leading Trump 47 to 44%. Note, that is within the margin of error of plus or minus 3.4%, but analysts say what's notable here is Iowa is considered a red state. The Des Moines Register reporting it was widely believed Trump would coast to victory. The Trump campaign is casting this poll as an outlier, Trump himself calling it heavily skewed, writing on social media about it and attacking the pollster. Now, election officials in key swing states are already urging people to be patient, that it may take days to find out who won the presidency. Each state has different vote counting laws, and the closer the results, the longer it will take to learn the final outcome. Now, we just saw Vice President President Harris speaking at her first campaign event. We'll have that for you next hour. For now, that's the latest live here in the newsroom. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Lauren Lister, thank you. Here at home, early voting continues at the LA County Registrar's office in Norwalk. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang is there live where people are casting ballots ahead of tomorrow's Election Day. Kim?
Glenn, hi. When we got here about an hour ago, we did see a long line of people at the voting check-in table right beside me here. But I think a lot of them had to rush off to work. They were trying to get it done early. But now you can see no line. So if you're in the area at the county registrar, county clerk's office in Norwalk, now is a good time to come. If you take a look right to our right here, you can see the official ballot drop-off box. Again, a long line of cars, people coming in to drop off their mail-in ballots. But right now, not too many people. Really good time to come if you want to vote early. Now, this election, they opened more than 500 additional vote centers Saturday so that voters could cast their early ballots in person or drop off a vote-by-mail ballot. This is on top of the 122 centers already open across the county. The centers are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. today, and on Election Day tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Officials say most wait times should be under 15 minutes. The LA County Registrar, Recorder, County Clerk said this allows people the option of avoiding Election Day lines. Also, eligible voters who missed the registration deadline can visit any vote center, complete a conditional voter registration, and cast a ballot in this election. Californians are embracing early voting. According to TargetSmart, more than 7.5 million have already voted by mail or in person. Now, this ballot is extensive and includes contests and candidates from the state, neighborhood, and local levels through state offices, measures, and federal representatives. Voters are encouraged to look through the ballot so they're ready when they get here.
These patients, because of either injury, trauma, infectious disease, have the ability to vote, can write in, but do not have the ability to come because of their illness or their trauma. Every vote counts, and I'm with Los Angeles General Medical Center, making sure that our patients that are inpatient, that are there hospitalized for long term, have an opportunity to have their vote casted at this presidential election.
I always vote on Election Day.
Why is that?
Tradition, because I think it's more proper.
For a complete list of vote center locations, you can go to locator.lavote.gov. Back here live, again, you can see the voting check-in table is empty, or one person in line there. So it's a good time to come down if you are planning on voting early. Reporting live here in Norwalk, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News, sending it back to you in the studio. All
right, thank you, Kimberly. And don't forget, KTLA is your local election headquarters. For a complete breakdown of all the big races and the local ballot measures, just head to KTLA.com. and click on the Election 2024 tab.
In other news this morning, powerful Santa Ana winds have prompted officials to issue a red flag warning due to the heightened wildfire risk. We have live team coverage on what to expect, starting with KTLA 5's Jennifer McGraw, who is live in La Crescenta, where those winds took down a tree. Hi.
Hi, Lou. Good morning. Yeah, the wind certainly isn't blowing too bad right now. We have a little light breeze, but that certainly wasn't the case this morning. This tree was basically stripped of all of its branches overnight when a large gust came blowing by. The homeowner says he has a home weather system. It clocked about 42 miles per hour. What's interesting is the fact that this is primarily the only damage on the street, as if a large gust ripped the branches just right off in this front yard. And then this in Pacoima, a much larger tree down across the street in the San Fernando Valley. This is on Fox Street in Hewitt. Sky 5 flew it this morning. That's the trouble with really strong winds in large trees that either should have been trimmed or cut down. They're just more susceptible to come crashing down. And here's some video from downtown LA. You can see tarps being blown around, also a sign knocked over. There's a wind advisory in effect for areas including Santa Clarita and parts of LA and Ventura counties until at least noon today. We could see wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour in some of these spots, maybe even stronger. And then there's video from Ontario. Early this morning, the Inland Empire also under a wind advisory until 4 this afternoon. Gusts there could reach about 40 miles per hour. And again, those winds that we saw there, we're seeing here in the San Gabriel Valley. The homeowner was shocked to see what happened in his front yard.
Well, my fiance first looked out the window and said, we have a problem. And I looked out here and you couldn't see my car. All this was on top of my car. It was like the trees aimed for the CRV. They aimed for my car.